anything before I change my popularity. They tell me to do it. Are you hearing me?
Hello, Mr. Prince.
Yeah, Mr. Bass, how are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good to have
Yes,
you
sir.
here.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome, sir.
how are you
Thank you
doing?
very
Hope
much,
you're
sir.
fine.
Yeah, I'm good. It's my pleasure, sir.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yes, sir. So we are still
Good to have
waiting for other colleagues to join us,
to
right?
join. Yes. There are a whole
Okay.
lot of people are supposed to be here tonight. It's supposed to be a
Okay.
full house, so
Okay.
let's
Okay.
just give them a little while while they join.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Definitely. I believe we are going to have a full house.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All
Should be
right.
one.
Let me try and locate myself in a more serene environment so that there won't be any obstruction, there won't be any distraction.
Exactly. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes, I think I'm cool now.
All right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
still
I
waiting for
think
more members to join.
it's almost time.
Of course.
We have less than 1 minute to go. I don't know why the main people who are supposed to be here. Okay.
How many people do we have on here already?
Yeah, we have just very few number of people here.
Okay. And like
We're
how
less than
many
10.
people? Oh, and how many people are we expecting?
We're expecting a whole lot of people. All things being equal, we should be more than 100 here.
Okay. Let's just
Yeah.
let's just give a benefit of doubt, like plus or minus five
Yeah,
minutes
exactly.
or so. Yeah, they should be here.
Exactly. All right. Mm, okay. Mm, mm. Okay, from what I can see, you have to be admitting people to this meeting.
Okay. Maybe a lot of people are already on the queue.
Yeah. So I have to be admitting them.
And probably you have to mute a lot of people so that there won't be contradiction. There won't be
Mm,
Uh-huh.
exactly. Mm. All right, welcome, everybody. Um, it is my great pleasure to have you guys here. Kola, I can see you. I can see Martins. Waddell. Yeah, I think I got that right. Paul is also here. CIDV is also here. Of course, our very own Mr. Bass is also here. It's my pleasure to have you all here. Um, Florence just joined us now. So please, if you can hear me, I would like you to indicate if I need to do a test run at this point in time. Um,
We
if you
can
can
hear
hear
you.
me,
I can hear
okay,
you.
okay. Waddell, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I
Paul,
can
can you
hear.
hear me?
I can hear. I can hear.
Okay, Martins, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. So we just give some other people a little while to come in. We're expecting a whole lot of people here tonight. This is the first time such a gathering is being organized since the inception of this particular program, of this particular course. Of course, we know that the reason we're here is because of the acquisition of the car tracker installation skill. Okay, so this is the first time we're having such a gathering. Also to let us know that the meeting is being recorded, live, as a matter of fact, so that the program can as well be used subsequently by those who will also have need to make use of it, right? So, as a matter of fact, we expect more of affiliates and their prospects to be part of this meeting tonight. Right? So, we expect to have more people join us. You understand? Okay, so let's just give them a little while. Okay, this is 8:04. Let's give them till let's say the next 6 minutes, which is supposed to be 10 minutes past 8. So once it is 10 minutes past 8, we are going to kick off immediately. Yeah, I know that some people who are meant to be here, maybe due to one reason or the other, may not also be able to be here. So we must not wait for everybody to come. All right. But meanwhile, we work with people who are available. One thing I promise you is that tonight's meeting is going to be, eye-opening. If you are here as an affiliate, as a matter of fact, tonight's meeting is going to help you to have a shift in your performance in terms of, your dealings with this particular course so far. Of course, you know that one thing in life is that anything you achieve in a particular area of your life will also rub off on other areas of your life. Let's assume that you've been dedicated with maybe promoting this particular cause, for instance. I'm just using that as an example. Now, the truth of the matter is that the level of dedication you have invested in promoting this cause so far will also rub off in other areas of your life. If there are other businesses you do, if we're able to cultivate the habit of dedication in terms of promoting this cause, it is also going to affect the other things you do in life. It's going to affect the other businesses you do in life outside, this particular, program. You understand? So you are being here tonight. I promise you, you will have a cause to, to be grateful for being here tonight, right? All right. So let's just give a little while. Let's just we'll have 4 minutes, before we finally kick off. Like I said, we mustn't wait for everybody to come. So definitely we are going to work with the people who are available. All right. So while we wait for other people to come, I want to use this opportunity to give those of us who are already here the opportunity to introduce themselves. Okay, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Prince Ikenna Bengwe. I am the creator of the car tracker installation course. And by the grace of God, it is a course so far that I can beat my chest by saying that it has gone a long way to help a lot of people in terms of not just having a skill, but by way of having a skill that so far has, in one way or the other, helped to put money in their pockets. And I thank God for the results this course has generated so far. The reason is because when I was creating this course, what I had in mind was, I was like, God, give me the opportunity to, to help people through this skill beyond my area of influence, beyond where I am, beyond my physical location. You understand? Now, because as a matter of fact, I've actually not come across a particular course online before that has to do with physical, that has to do with an offline skill. So I had this doubt that this was not going to work. I must tell you the truth. But I must be grateful to God today that a lot of people have actually keyed into this particular program. And I must tell you that so far it has helped them a lot to, to change, their life to an extent. I wouldn't say that the course has made them wealthy or something. Of course, life is a process, okay? But I have a lot of people who can testify today that by acquiring this skill, they've been able to have something they can hold on to, especially looking at the way the country is today. A situation where people have gone to school, they don't have any work, and someone is able to learn this skill and put into practice. And today, the person can have something he or she can practice and make something, no matter how small it is. That is actually my happiness. Okay, so I don't think I need to give more introduction to myself. My name is Prince Ikenna Bingo. Like I said, I am the creator of the car tracker installation business, which of course is a course on Espartilian. So that is the most I can say about myself. Of course, I know that a whole of you here know who I am. Okay, so thank you so much, and I'm happy to have you all here tonight. All right, so that is who I am. So Mr. Abbas, can you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself, just for a minute, so that other people will also have the opportunity to do same before other
Okay,
people.
thank you very much, Mr. Prince. Good evening once again, everyone. I hope you all can hear me. My name is Raji Abbas Olamilekan. I hail from Oyo State, precisely Ibadan. I reside here in Abuja, and I'm a graduate of biochemistry at the prestigious university, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. It's a great privilege to, find myself amidst you guys here tonight. And my gratitude goes down to Mr. Prince Ikenna for giving me the privilege to be a speaker in this kind of gathering tonight and to share my experience as far as car tracking business is concerned. So once again, I want to congratulate every one of you that one way or the other, you find your way and you get yourself involved in this business, and you are here tonight to share in knowledge and experience with the existing car tracker business. So congratulations once again, and I hope that as we have a very good time and a very nice experience with car tracking, and we are making a living with it. Yes, I'm a living testimony. I can boast of that. So I want to be so sure that each and every one of you here tonight, you also have a good testimony to share sooner or later. So I would like to stop here right now, Mr. Prince, until the program starts properly, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Abbas.
Yes, sir.
We have Paul here. Paul, can you unmute yourself and talk to us?
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Paul, if you don't mind, can we get your video?
I'm joining from my laptop and I don't have a webcam, so.
Okay, beautiful. Go ahead. Just tell us who you are, where you're joining us from.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Paul. I'm joining from Ibadan, Oyo State, and I recently got the car tracking installation course, and from what I've seen so far, the course is very valuable, and the course is very tonight. I hope to gain more experience and more knowledge from everybody. So yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
All right. Thank you so much, Paul. TLDV, that is what I can see here. Can you unmute yourself and tell us about yourself? TLDV, can you hear me?
TLDV can't talk. That's the app I'm using to record this course.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Auto GPS, I can see you want to talk. Auto GPS Pro. Are you the Auto GPS Pro? Okay. Rahinat or something. Rahinat, are you there?
Everyone.
Yeah, Rahinat. Yeah, you can go ahead and tell us where you're joining us from.
Okay, my name is Raina Nuruddin. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, beautiful. Good to have you here. Imperishable, can we also get to know more about you?
All right. My name is Imperishable UC.
Oh, okay, the guy from Jaws.
Yeah, the guy from Jaws.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm happy to have you here. Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Though presently I'm in Amsterdam, I had to connect for the
Okay,
seminar.
okay. Oh, yeah, that's not okay. Oh, awesome, awesome. Nice one.
I had to get connected. It's been a wonderful experience being part of this skill. You know, it's the only skill on ExpertNet that involves physical training. I'm an online entrepreneur over the years, and I picked that course. It's been of a great help to me. I've trained a lot of people as well in it, and a lot of people have got to join ExpertNet through that. So, but I think that is just, since we're just introducing ourselves for now, it's a wonderful place to be, it's a wonderful course to learn. And it's nice. Maybe I'll get to talk better when opportunity is given to me. My name is Imperishable John. I reside in Jos, but I came for a professional course in Amsterdam. I'm hoping to tidy up and go back in a few months' time.
All right, beautiful. Good to have you, Imperishable. And I never knew you actually left the country, but it's a nice one. I'm happy. I'm very proud of you, as a matter of fact. That is why I had to take the time to bring you here, because from the very first time you bought the course, I saw the impact you started making. And as a matter of fact, I like people who take action. So seeing that you're the person of action, that was why I picked interest in you. So I'm proud of what you've done so far. And I must say that, just keep up what you are doing. And if what you're doing is good, that is when you'll be asked to keep up what you're doing. So congrats once again. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. So right now, because of time, we are going to start the meeting immediately. To those people who are not here yet, I believe if they still want to be part of this meeting, as time goes on, they will come. And as I have the opportunity, I will also get them admitted into the meeting. All right, so let me welcome you once again to tonight's meeting. And I've already introduced myself, and there is not much I can say about myself at this point in time. Okay? All right. So why are we here tonight, as a matter of fact? In this gathering tonight, we have, like I said initially, we have affiliates who are promoting this course, and we also have some prospects, talking about people who want to know more about the course so that they can actually get it. Now, one thing I know about life is the fact that, nothing good in life comes easily. And when I say comes easily, I'm not just saying that, things that are worth doing in life, or things that will benefit you in life as a human being, will always be, difficult to you, as a matter of fact. That is not what I'm talking about. Please, those of you who are Mr. Nathan, kindly mute yourself. Sir Nathan, please, can you mute yourself so that we can all hear ourselves? When you are given the opportunity to talk, you can go ahead and talk. Nathan, if you not mute yourself, I'm going to remove you from this class. Okay. Sorry, please. Okay, I think I have no choice than to remove Nathan from there. Okay. All right. So tonight, there have been a lot of doubt as to whether this particular course is real, or whether it is something one can learn by just getting to acquire or to purchase the course, as a matter of fact. Now, such kind of doubts are quite understandable. The reason being that we are talking about car tracker installation here. And car tracker installation is something that one must do practically. It is a skill that you must apply practically. It is not like running Facebook ad, where with your laptop or with your phone at the comfort of your home, you can actually, practice such a thing. It is not like learning how to do graphic design, for instance, where you can also use your laptop or any other kind of gadget to, to carry out. Car tracker installation is something that you have to do offline. It's something that you have to have an interaction with a physical car. So that is why some people will find it difficult to believe that it is a skill one can actually acquire by getting a course and studying it, from the course of home and all this. And like I said initially, that is quite understandable. Do you understand? Now, I put all these factors into consideration before I put all these factors into consideration before I actually went into the thing. Also, GS Pro, can you mute yourself? Oh, this is little. Sorry about that, please. I had to take that person off. All right. So, what I'm trying to say in essence is the fact that people who are in doubt as to whether one can learn this skill offline or rather online or not, such doubts are actually quite tenable. Okay? They're tenable, as a matter of fact. Now, as a matter of fact, because of the fact that... What's the meaning of it? This person, is it really okay? Okay, so it was because of such level of doubts that made me to introduce a different level or a different aspect to the course. And what is that aspect? The aspect of getting people paired with experienced installers after they might have gotten the course and then, gone through the course, maybe for their first installation, they are being paired with someone who actually help them to put them through on how to carry out the installation physically. All right. Now, before I go ahead in that direction, I want to start by defining what car tracker installation is all about. Car tracker installation, yes, is an offline skill. It's a skill that you have to carry out physically. What it simply means is to install a GPRS device in a vehicle. Now, in this case, the vehicle can be a car, it can be a truck, it can be a motorbike, it can be, tricycle, like what you know as keke napep and all that. So the act of installing a GPRS device simply means a tracker. So car tracker installation simply means to get a GPRS device or a tracker and fix it in any of such vehicles that I mentioned so far. And why would you want to fix a GPRS device in a vehicle or in a bike, as the case may be? You want to do that because that will serve as a means of protecting such a vehicle. Now, for instance, if you install a GPRS device in a car, for instance, there are many things that GPRS device will help you to do with that car. Number one, it will help you to know where the car is per time. Let's assume you are in Lagos, for instance, and your car is in Port Harcourt, and you have a GPRS device in your car. With the use of your phone, you'll be able to know where the vehicle is. Your smartphone. You are in Lagos, but with your phone, you'll be able to know whether your car is actually in Port Harcourt or not. Now, let's also assume that your car is in Port Harcourt, and with your phone in Lagos, you'll be able to disable your car that's in Port Harcourt. Assuming your car is in Port Harcourt, you're in Lagos, and let's say somebody is using it, and the person is telling you, oh, I'm in Lagos, I'm in Port Harcourt. With your phone, you'll be able to know whether the person is in Lagos or not, because somebody can be in Lagos and the person is telling you that he or she, is in Port Harcourt, as the case may be. Now, apart from knowing where the car is, you can also use your phone, like I said, to disable the vehicle. When I say disable, you can use it to lock the vehicle so that the person with the key of the vehicle in in Port Harcourt will not be able to start the car. That's another thing a GPS device can do if you have it in a car, as a matter of fact. You understand? Now, outside that too, with a GPS device, with your vehicle in Port Harcourt and you are in Lagos, you can actually listen to live conversation going on in your car per time. Now, I'm trying to lay this background for the sake of people who may be here, who may not really have an understanding of what a car tracker is and how it works. So the essence of what I'm trying to say is that a GPS device or a car tracker is something that everybody who owns a car needs. It gives your car a high level of security. It gives you peace of mind when you have it in your car. You understand? So it is something that, of course, you can agree with me that in Nigeria today, we have many people who are car owners. Even those who don't own cars, those who have keke napep, for instance. There are a lot of people who are into the business of using keke napep for the purpose of transportation. So it is something that has large market, as a matter of fact. If you have the skill of car tracker installation, you have no limits as to your level of clients. It all depends on how serious you are. You understand? If you are really serious as someone who has this skill of car tracker installation, then there is no limit to the level of customers you have. Now, let me tell you something. Now, myself now, for instance, these days, what I used to do initially was to create awareness, to run, although I still do that, place my banners, run ads and all that. But I've noticed that over time now, most customers I get come from referrals. They come from people I have worked for in the past. Now, you need to understand that if you are into the business of car tracker installation, which of course is somehow secluded, it has to do with security, as a matter of fact. Now, you need to have confidence in yourself. You need to trust yourself in terms of integrity. I need to say this now, especially for those who have bought this course, who have started installing, and those who intend to get the course. You need to have trust in yourself in terms of integrity. If you go to Mr. A and work for the person, maybe by knowingly or unknowingly, if you are someone who has integrity, who has good character, as a matter of fact, the person will be the one to advertise your work to his or her friend. And what happens? The person, I mean, like yesterday, I went to fix a tracker for somebody in my area here in Abuja. You understand? In my presence, the guy, by the time I finished the work for him, in my presence, he called like 3 of his friends. And they told him that in less than 2 weeks from that yesterday, they are going to fix trackers in their car. I was meeting that guy for the first time that yesterday, and it was somebody who recommended me to him. You understand? So it is something that it will get to a point where you don't even need to spend money to run ads. I want you to understand that. You understand? So you need to have confidence in yourself based on integrity. You need to understand that money, what we call money, I want you guys to part. What we call money does not start with cash. The language of money does not start with cash. It starts with credibility. It starts with character traits. It starts with how trustworthy you are. Cash, in the pyramid of money, what occupies the bottom is cash. If your focus is on cash, then you miss the point. Your focus should be on building yourself in terms of integrity, building yourself in terms of trustworthiness, in terms of character. If you're able to build yourself in these areas, then cash will come last. Cash is an effect. Cash comes as a result. There's something this man called Miles Morrow of blessed memory said. He said, if you want to be a person of success, if you want to become successful, do not seek success. Rather, seek to become a person of value. And what is value? Value simply means what makes you attractive to people. It may not just be the fact that you know how to install car tracker. It also has to do with, are you a trustworthy person? Can somebody vouch for you? You need to understand this. Some of you here will bear me witness that some people you have approached to advertise this skill to, maybe they had their doubts. They were like, oh, how will I allow somebody I don't know to come and fix a device in my vehicle and all that? But the truth of the matter is that once you go ahead to work for someone, the person has has this belief that you are someone who can be trusted. The truth of the matter is that you have earned yourself not just one customer, but many customers, because the person will go ahead and tell other people about you. You understand? So that is the area you also need to focus on. Build yourself on the area of integrity. Build yourself on the area of propriety. Can you be trusted? What are the things, can you give testimony of yourself in terms of your dealings with people? If somebody lends you money, for instance, can you be trusted to pay the money back as at when due? That is what I'm talking about. Use your daily life activities to build your sense of integrity. You need it a lot to be successful in this particular skill. You need to understand that. That's very, very important. All right. Okay. So having said that, car tracker installation, who is it for? Now, this is another area people also have issues. Some people will tell you, oh, I wasn't a science student when I was in the secondary school, though. I didn't study physics. I didn't study chemistry. I've not done anything technical in my life. So how then will I be able to learn how to do car tracker installation? Now, you must understand that now myself here now, for instance, I studied education in school. So those of you who know my story a bit, I am a trained educationist. I'm a trained teacher. I have taught severally in schools before I actually left that particular area for now and started this particular, this line of career, as a matter of fact. Okay. So your background does not matter. If somebody like me who studied education and religious studies in school, who spent the most years of my after school years teaching in classroom, if I could actually make a diversion and came into this area, and today I can tell you by the grace of God, I've been able to, to achieve some level of success in this particular skill, then I believe that anybody can do it. It is all a matter of determination. Those of you who bought the course and today you can put it into practice to me, is a privilege to you, because I personally didn't have that privilege. Like I told you, I had to travel from my base in Abuja here to Lagos to learn this particular skill. And the risk of traveling on the road today. So you can imagine you're in Lagos and you're asked to travel down to Abuja or to Port Harcourt or wherever to learn how to practice this skill. That would be a barrier. But today you have a platform, you have an opportunity of staying in your house and being able to acquire this skill. So the skill is for everybody. That's the point I'm trying to make. The skill is for everybody. There is no barrier whatsoever. It is what anybody can do. My happiness these days is that I don't know if the lady, we are supposed to have two ladies here today who are already practicing this skill. Those of you who are in the mentorship group can testify to that we'll have some women in our group, in our mentorship group, who have already started practicing this skill. So my happiness today is that we have even women who bought the course and today they're practicing the skill. It gives me joy, as a matter of fact, when I see that. You understand? So it has no sex barrier, it has no form of barrier. It is what anybody can do. It is a skill anybody can put into practice. Adegunloye.
Adegunloye Omotola.
Okay, Omotola, yes, yeah. You're welcome. Yes. Please, can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself, please?
Good evening. My name is Adegunloye Omotola.
Okay, good to have you. Please, can you mute yourself so that when it is time, I will call upon you to talk to us? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So now, so why will you want to go into car tracker installation business? Why will you want to go into the skill? Now, let me say this to you. There is something somebody told me about the Jews, the Israelis. I just want to use them as an example here, not for any reason. When I was in school, my lecturer told us something about the Jews. Now, what he told us was that what has made the Jews to be somehow different from other people, in the world, despite the fact that they're very, very small in number, is the fact that if you go to Israel today and you have somebody who is a doctor, for instance, or somebody who is a lawyer, the case may be, such a person does not just have that profession as medicine to be the singular profession he or she has. Now, what they do, and it is their national policy, is the fact that as a medical doctor, it is compulsory for you to learn a different skill other than your profession for which you have gone to university to study. So you see somebody who is a medical doctor, at the same time, the person has a robust skill as a plumber or as an auto mechanic, as the case may be. Here we call it handwork. One thing that nobody can take away from you is what you have, your knowledge, the skill that you have. Nobody can take it away from you. Now, I'm not saying that as a doctor or as a lawyer or as an engineer that you're not going to make something good from those professions. I'm not trying to say that. But you must realize that in life, life is not a linear process. Life is not a straight line. You can agree with me on that. Most times in life, the way things are expected to happen do not always happen that way. And that explains why today, even in the music industry, for instance, we have some people today who are musicians who originally did not go to school to study music. There are some people who are musicians today, for instance, who study different, courses in university. But today, by virtue of passion and what have you, they found themselves in the music industry. I'm just using that as an example. There are other cases abound to prove what I'm trying to say. You understand? So having a skill outside the fact that you're a graduate, you've gone to school, there is something else you've done, you've learned, having a skill such as this will go a long way to serve as an added advantage to you. And aside that, because of the way things are also going in the world today, there is something you call multiple streams of income. You won't just depend on one source of income as a human being. You have your 9 to 5 job you do. Probably you go from Monday to Friday, as the case may be. Your weekends are free. If you have this skill, you can use their weekends, Saturday, Sunday, to get customers and attend to them during the weekends. And the money you get from doing that will also help you taking care of one or two things as an individual, or as a family person. So it's a skill that will always pay off. And you learn it stays with you. You understand? All right. So I think I've actually spoken a lot so far. So at this point in time, I want to give the opportunity to some of our guests. People are especially invited. Mr. Abbas is here. Now, these people, I'm going to mention their names. I call them special trainees. They are people who so far have proven that in life, you don't just get something or learn something. You learn something and you go ahead to put it into practice. Do you understand? Now, because of their level of commitment, on my own, I have decided to bring them close. I'm just telling them this here to an extent openly for the first time. And that was the reason I had to bring them here today. And what I have to also say, the fact that after this particular gathering tonight, the closeness I intend to have with them will also shift level, as a matter of fact. So we have Mr. Bass here. We have Mr. Kingsley, I believe he has joined us. We have Mr. UC, who also joined us from Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam is in Holland, if I'm not mistaken now. And we also have Omotola, the lady, who has also joined us. So right now, I want to give opportunity briefly for this, our guest. Now, mind you, these are people who have bought the course, who have acquired the skill, and they have started practicing it. Okay, so I just want to give them a brief opportunity for them to tell us the experience they have had with the course so far. This was a promise I made for this particular gathering tonight, and I decided to fulfill that promise. So let me start with the lady in the house. Let me start with the lady in the house. Okay, so the ladies first. I hope the guys here understand. So Omotola, I want to give you the opportunity. Just have like 2 minutes. Just tell us your experience with the course so far, and tell us where you're actually joining from. Thank you. Omotola, you have the floor now. You can just talk to us for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Okay, good evening, yeah. Good evening, house. My name is Adegunloye Omotolani. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Adegunloye Omotolani. I'm a nurse by profession. I'm a nurse.
Nice.
Yes, okay. Medical personnel.
I didn't know that before now. That's nice.
So, and I'm an affiliate marketer. So I joined Expert Naira. They gave me digital product to promote, which is car tracking installation business. And I said, wow, I think I can do this. I think I can do it. I clicked on it, and when I go through it, I say, let me try. I paid the money, and wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I went through the course. Mr. Prince add me to the Telegram group, and my first installation was awesome. I told Mr. Prince that, in fact, I don't know how to go about it. I don't know anything about it, that please kindly assist me. So from one connection to the other, from Lagos down to Ondo State, in fact, it was awesome. The guy Mr. Prince introduced me to really put me through everything. My second installation, I did it myself. I did it and I got it. And even in the Telegram group, is it not last week, someone want to do his own first installation in Ondo State. So I'm the one that assisted him, did everything together, and everything is perfect. So that is my experience. In fact, it's really awesome. Very, very good.
All right, thank you so much, Ma. I am happy to hear from you. In fact, as a matter of fact, I'm very, very proud of you. You and one other lady in the group, the woman in Warri. I tried to extend this invitation to her. Probably she was offline. She's been offline. She didn't join. So I'm very proud of you. You know,
Thank you,
outside
sir.
the installations you've done on your own so far, I was very happy when, you know, you had to assist that particular guy to do his first installation.
Yes.
I was very, very happy for you to have done that.
Thank,
So I must say
thank you,
that
sir.
I am proud of you. You have shown
Thank
commitment
you,
in doing this, and
thank you, sir.
life, God will reward you for your level of
Amen.
commitment. Okay, so keep pushing,
Amen.
keep doing what you are doing. You're a nurse, and here you are. You bought the course. You have started practicing the skill. So what is stopping any other person from doing this? I'm very happy
Imagine.
for you. All right. So
Thank you,
congrats.
sir.
Keep doing what you are doing, and I believe technology. All right. Thank you. So, Mr. Bass, can we hear from you?
Okay, Mr. Prince, thank you very much. Thank you for the privilege given to, be in this meeting tonight. Well, to start with, a car tracking business is a business that I want to believe that, as I am not regretting, starting this business today, no one in this meeting will ever have any cause to regret as well. I hope you're hearing me, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So, to start with, you just need to understand the basic knowledge of car tracking. Is one of the most simplest skills so far I've acquired, that it's not stressful, as anyone can ever think of. In as much you can read and write and you can comprehend, you can learn car tracking business even without anybody's assistance. The only thing you can need anyone for is maybe just a little guidance on what is not clear to you. Well, I come across car tracking business. I'm also an affiliate on Expertnet. That's one thing today. Even though Mr. Prince himself is not aware of this, I'm also an affiliate on Expertnet. And, going through a lot of courses on Expertnet, I, get to meet this car tracking business of a thing on Expertnet. I was like, okay, let me even push this course that at least I can make money for myself as an affiliate. On the verge of doing that, I was like, this thing of this car tracker of a thing, I can even do it myself. That was why I, sacrificed the money from my own pocket to buy the course for myself from Expertnet. Then I started learning. And to God be the glory. Ever since, I've embarked on this journey, it has given me a whole lot of opportunity. I've, installed trackers on numerous cars that I can't even, remember the numbers of cars I've worked on. Even though to the extent that one of the most complex and rigorous car to work with, which is Benz. I've worked with more than 2-3 Benz as I'm speaking with you right now. And Mr. Prince can bear me witness. I've never called him for once that Mr. Prince, oh, I've been having issue on this. And ever since, I've been able to diagnose any car I come across with on the field. To God be the glory. So if I can do this, I'm also a medical biochemist as I am. So if I can do this, anyone in this meeting tonight can do it. And I want to chip in this to everyone. If you are an aspiring car tracker business, or you are an affiliate, or whatever you are, one way or the other that you find your way to this meeting tonight, one thing you should have in mind that you should always see yourself as a real professional. The way you present yourself to people is the way people will evaluate you. If you present yourself to people as a mediocre, that you are just an upcoming car tracker business person, people won't even listen to you. That is one thing I realize about this business. Forget the fact that maybe you have not worked with a car before, you've not done any physical practical before, or what have you. But you should have this mindset that you are a professional. You are to speak like a professional. See yourself as a professional. Then your clients, your prospects will begin to see you as one. That is when they can entrust you to work on their cars. But if you are, this kind of person that you're always scared, I don't want people to look down on me, I don't want this, I don't want that, forget it. You won't get anywhere. You just have to have a great mindset that so far other people are making it in this business, you too, you can make it. Thank God I've been making a whole lot of money from this business. Mr. Prince can bear me witness. And, we are still getting somewhere. We haven't started yet. We are just getting started. Okay, so for every aspiring car tracker business entrepreneur on this meeting tonight, I want you to have this determination and to have this mindset that you too, you will make your way in this business. You just have to be determined. Thank you very much, Mr. Prince, for the privilege to speak in your midst once again tonight. I really appreciate you. And I want to believe that, as I said earlier, that our relationship will even move an inch to another level as from today's henceforth. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Abbas. Good to hear from you. Yeah, so a very nice one there. Mr. Imperishable, it's like the code in Amsterdam is much. I can see you putting on the hood now.
It's something else.
Okay, nice one. Please, can you just tell us, give us a bit of your experience so far with the course and your practice history.
I really want to appreciate everyone for this opportunity. I also appreciate Mr. Prince. I appreciate every speaker that has spoken as well. I want to take my own discussion from a different perspective. Most time, the average concept of any person trying to invest into any business is how well or how fast is he or she going to get his or her returns on investment.
Yeah.
I want to really talk about that, and then strategies I adopted that paved way for me from car tracking. First to say, I am actually a banker. I resigned my banking job for online work, and I've not regretted it an inch. And then the second shocker is my traveling out and my stay in Amsterdam. It was an arrangement from car tracking business that got me here.
Wow.
And it's funny, yes, God's hand is inside, but when the Bible says he blesses the labors of our hands. So it's supposed to be that you have something doing first before God will see and bless. As long as you don't take practical steps. The funny thing that happened was there was somebody that I did installation for, he got his car stolen. Then he also had challenges with his phone. But because I had a backup to some of the things I helped him to do, I helped him recover that stolen car. And then it was just through the normal GPS. If it was from Mr. Prince, I got the tracker and now I import my trackers myself, and it's been nice. So from there, he said he needed me to come and run a training on a different aspect of life, I think on crypto, over there in Amsterdam. From there, one thing to the other got me ongoing. But I want to talk about strategies you can use to really make money from car tracking, because it's something that once you have the skill, nobody can get the skill away from you. Nobody can collect it back from you. It's your skill, it's your property. Anywhere you go to, you are going with your skill. You have the wealth in you already. So while in Jos, I had too many contacts because I had opportunity to also work with coppers in Lagos State, Ogun State, and then in Plateau State, to Plateau State coppers. Is a very good place to get people or get these jobs going. When you walk up to any state, there's no state in Nigeria where there are no coppers. There's no local government where you go, there are no coppers. Your church, you can organize a seminar for them. All you need to do is organize a physical seminar, get a card to show them the practicality, and refer them online to your ExpertNet link to go and sign up. And once you do that, you will see the massive turnout. The massive turn. I even went close to Mr. Prince domain to hold a seminar for people before I traveled. I came to Buhari to hold a seminar for a church, and as God will have it, I had up to like 35 to 40 youths that I had to train on that. I referred most of them back to my ExpertNet link to sign up, which some sign up, some are still trying to raise funds. And then secondly, you need to spend money to make money. That's the truth. You need to spend money. If as an affiliate or someone who is hoping to start up car tracking business, the more you delay, the more other people get the experience and rush and go and start up. You might be shocked your neighbor is already undergoing the course. You just be shocked, you see a flyer. I personally decided that every person I train, I'll do a free banner for them. Have your banner. I've gone to car wash, some top companies. Even I did flyers and drop in banks, in hospitals. There are a lot of strategies you could adopt. Just spend a little money and you see massive returns. So don't, as Nigerian youth today, we are not supposed to, for any reason, wait and say you don't have anything to do. Car tracking business, to be honest, is one of the simplest courses you can undergo on ExpertNet. On ExpertNet, I am an affiliate, but I've also engaged myself in about 19 courses. Yet I'm an affiliate, but I buy the courses from myself because the commission goes back to me, so I'm invariably paying 50% discounts to acquire the skills. You don't know where the one you're learning today will push you up to tomorrow. You don't know what will pave way for you tomorrow. So I really want to beg with as many who are prospective individuals who want to start up car tracking, start it up as fast as you can. The market is very open. Nigeria is too big. You know, unlike here where if you buy a car, most of them come with trackers. In Nigeria, nobody thinks about installing a tracker. So as you market yourself and tell them the possibilities, things you could do. Look, in fact, the landing page alone of Mr. Prince on ExpertNet is self-explanatory. Most time, I refer people to just the landing page because I have too many audience I will not be able to attend to. I refer them to the landing page. I give them the link. Just go through it to have the experience of what we're trying to explain. It's self-explanatory. They will come begging, how do I help? At some point, I gave people 50% discount. I waived off my commission for them to sign up on the course. So it's wonderful to get people empowered. And once you get it going, you know, any person you have to secure, as Mr. Prince said, your integrity is so crucial. Make sure what you're doing is clean and with clean hands. When God will bless you, you'll be shocked. As Abbas explained, once you start, there are a lot of people that begin to call you, and you get experience in the job the more. So don't be scared of how do I start, what do I do. You get more experience in the job. As you get going, you experience a lot of. I've installed, I can't count how many cars I've installed. Some I did for free. Some I did as a motivation to pave way for me to get audience. Some I did as an opportunity for me to be able to get other customers I'm having, and you charge them cool money. Look, to be honest, the least I've charged any person for installation is 30,000. That's the least. And if you don't want, go elsewhere, go and do it, let's see. It's a lucrative business. I resigned my bank job to face online work. So my work is just with my system. Anywhere I go, I have my system, my phone, my tab, and I'm surviving. And if we can do it, there is nobody that should stay back home. I do. Yeah, that job, yeah, look, while I was in the bank, how much am I being paid? 120K per month. I earn almost 3 times that amount. I sponsored myself to travel out through online hustles, ExpertNet, and including car tracking. So it's something worth doing. We shouldn't relent it. I want to encourage all of us. I want to encourage everyone. put it up, and then you get things. Sorry for taking much of your time. I really appreciate it, Mr. Prince.
All right, you see, I'm really amazed. You've spoken very, very amazingly. You've spoken very well. I'm happy that we got to know each other by virtue of this particular skill. I'm so happy about that. There's a way life works. Like some people would tell you that the world is a global village.
Yes,
what I believe and I hope is the fact that some of us who are here, maybe on a very good day, based on this particular platform, we also get to meet one another. You okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Nothing happens by chance. I believe
Exactly.
God has used this platform to kind of bring us together for a purpose. It's just for us to to allow things to play out spontaneously. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for what you have achieved so far. I'm happy for the the fact that learning this particular skill has actually helped you a lot. I'm so happy about that. And it has also served as one of the reasons, that one of the things that gave you the opportunity to actually travel out for the reason for which you did. I'm so happy about that. And I pray that God will also help will keep shining his light upon you, and you keep achieving more things. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kingsley, Mr. Kingsley Okaf, I don't know if you are here. Please, can you also talk to us now, please? Can you relate your experience with car tracker installation so far? Hello, Mr. Kingsley, are you here?
Yes, sir. I am here, sir. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. Okay, so go ahead and talk to us before we take questions. Yeah.
Well, like they said, where your own stop, now the other person will start.
Yes, sir.
I'm so impressed with the testimonies I'm hearing here. Seriously, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Kingsley Okaf, and I'm based in Abuja. I'm a licensed electrical contractor. You see, the problem I have with this car tracking business is that it has stolen my passion for my main job. In fact, electrical job to me is a talent. It's like a gift. It's something that gives me so much joy, something I love doing. Some persons, some well wishers and family members are like, oh, high tension is too dangerous. You don't go there. But I told them that is what gives me joy. Whenever I'm on the high tension, whenever I'm working on the high tension, those dangerous areas, it gives me joy. But the problem now is that car tracking is stealing that joy. I hardly give time to my main job. Now, I got this opportunity not quite long ago, I think around February 5th or so. I was just going through my Facebook and I saw something like car tracking. I never knew about it before. And I read through the message and I felt there is no time to waste time. I bought the course. In fact, I do tell people that some persons in the group that even the most common among the novice will understand this course, mere watching the video. I never knew that boss was once a classroom teacher. Now I understand why you made the video the way you did it. Like, imagine that the viewers, the person that is going to buy this course, they are all novice. I bought the course and I must say I have no regrets doing that. I have no regret. Now, it's not about how many jobs I have done. God has so helped me that right now it's all about partnership. People are coming for partnership. In fact, few days ago, there is this particular place I've been, desiring that I wish I can partner with these people. I wish I can partner with them. And when I walked up, I summoned courage and walked up to the office, introduced myself, made an offer, and with open hands, with joy, the man gave me the offer and said, look, we can do business, we can work together. And some other persons are now calling that, look, we want to partner with you. At least I know that one company has also called me that they want to partner with me. Another person also has also called that he is interested, that he would like to partner with me. So now it's not all about how many cars I've installed, but we are now talking about partnership and growing the thing to where we want it to get to. Within this few period, like I said, I bought this course around February 5th. And something challenged me. One of the days, a client called. He said he saw my banner somewhere and his interest. He was not sounding serious. But what challenged me with my conversation was when he asked me, "Where is your office?" And I'm like, "I don't have an office. I'm mobile. Wherever you are, I can come over." And his response was not really encouraging. Yes, even though I later did the job, but that's what alone challenged me. I said, no, I need to get an office. I need to, like, people need to know how serious I am, that you can trace me somewhere. Yes, the company is registered and all, but they need to see a physical office. And God helping me, not quite long ago, I got an office. This car tracking business, to me, just like our brother said, we are just about to start. And a few days after the head office, I opened another branch office also. And just yesterday, we are almost rounding up the second branch office. Possibly by tomorrow or next, we are going to open it officially. I tell us this car tracking business has really, really, in fact, to me, I see it like an answer to prayer. I see it like God just answered my prayer. I'm short of words on what and where and what to say. But I must say that my meeting with Oga Prince, even though we've not really met that much, it's only once I saw him, I see it as a blessing. And me acquiring this knowledge, I have no regrets, except one thing I'm regretting. And that one thing is, why did I not see this thing all this while? That is just my only regret. And for those of us that are yet to join, there is something I want you to understand. To me, I see car tracking, I call it a virgin land. You see, if you go out on the street today, so many persons are into, some of them are into solar installation, DSTV installation, different fields. They are all choked up, they are all occupied already. Like I said, I'm a licensed electrical contractor. Sometimes you go to the field and you give your quotation, you are pursuing a particular contract, and maybe you are quoting for 10 million, 5 million, as the case may be, and someone, a novice, a roadside person, just walks from nowhere and say, "Forget this one, I'm going to do the job for 2 million." And like play, the person gets the job. Not for car tracking, no. The field, you will hardly see someone telling you, "I am a car tracker installer." No. At least in the part of Abuja where I am, I can say that my office is the only place that you can say that this is an office where this is the only physical presence of this kind of business. And as for the money, forgive me to use the language, the money be like Yahoo money. I make good money. I don't want to call figures here, but I'm making good money. Bad as a bad, no matter how cheap your work is, after every expenses, including recharge card and bottled water, I make sure I go home with a minimum of 15K. No matter bad as a bad, whether na machine, whether na keke, whether na tipper, whether na benzo, bad as a bad, no matter how your work poor rich, 15K na minimum. That is after I've removed every expenses. I want to encourage those of us that are yet to, to decide. Well, I wouldn't really say you should be fast to, but I believe in what my brother said, that the more you delay, the more people are trooping in. I tell you, the awareness is growing like a wildfire. So many persons are beginning to get, the information. Oh, there is something like this. I remember one boy that came and he wanted me to train him, and he was telling me that I should stop telling people about this thing. I shouldn't be telling people that. Let's just be, the only cock crawling in our vicinity. I want to encourage us, please. My brother said that before you know it, you'll be surprised that your neighbor is already doing something. Take the bold step and you will regret. Your only regret will be the same thing I'm regretting. Why did I not get this information early enough? Let me not take much of our time. Oga Prince, like I will always say, now God must bless you. Is a must. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kingsley. That was a glowing one there. there is something I want everybody here to understand. If you're a father, for instance, and you have children, and you're supposed to have the same level of love for your children, but you must also realize that one of the things that makes a child to be endeared to the father or to the mother, there are things, and one of those things is when the child has shown some level of commitment. Let's say in a family of two or three, as the case may be, and you have one who has shown commitment, maybe has studies on his or her studies, as the case may be, you see that the parent tend to have special kind of love for such a kid and all that. So what am I trying to say? I'm really proud of some of the people who have bought this course and the level of commitment they have shown in putting the course into practice for their own. It gives me joy, as a matter of fact. It gives me joy to see that somebody has bought this course, the person has started putting the course into practice, and the course is helping, or the skill is helping to earn the person some level of financial reward. It gives me joy when I see that. So I'm very proud of you guys who have not just bought this course, who have not just acquired the skill, but who have gone ahead to put the skill into practice. I must say that I'm very, very proud of you guys. I'm so happy. In fact, that is my fulfillment. It's not even the money you guys paid to buy the course, but the fact that this course is now helping you, that is my topmost fulfillment. So I'm very, very proud of you guys. All right. So because of time, we have actually exceeded our time. Let me not keep us longer than what we have, the length of time we've stayed here. So just for 10 minutes, I want to give opportunity for anyone who wants to ask a question to go ahead and ask a question. I will take like 3 questions, okay, before we finally call it a day. So if you are here, you have a question, please go ahead and unmute yourself and quickly just tell us your name, where you join from, and then ask a question. Please, we just want to take 3 questions. So go ahead, please, and do that if you have any question.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Can we know you? What's your name and where are you joining from?
Okay, Abila Shekina Glory from Warri.
Okay, beautiful. Good to have you here, Glory. So what's your question?
I'm an affiliate. I discovered your products and I've been recommending them to some of my friends. I'm an affiliate with Expatnia. So it was recently when I joined your Telegram channel that I saw that, okay, you are also on Seller. But I observed that the sales on Seller is just showing PDF, downloadable PDF. Is looking quite different from the one on Expatnia. Are they 2 different courses? Is it just notebook or that? Then I also have someone, a prospect here with me too. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, thank you for that question. The one on Seller is not different. The only thing is just that we're Nigerians, and not that we're Nigerian. Of course, anything you do in life, you just have to use some level of wisdom. When I actually developed the course, the first place I listed it was Seller. Okay, now I listed it on Seller. I discovered that for one reason or the other, because of the videos, whether because of the fact that the course actually I presented in videos at that point in time, Seller was charging me, I think, about 10,000 naira on a monthly basis for me to list the course on their platform. And for 1 month or 2 months, I wasn't making sales, and I would just be cashing them 10,000, every month. So you check it out, you understand? So what I did was, I now realized that when you post a PDF, when you upload a PDF as a course, they don't charge you. They only charge you when you make a sale. So what happened is that if you go ahead and buy the course on sale, there's a link upon your checkouts. When you do a checkout from Seller, there's a link that will take you to the SIV group on Telegram. There's a SIV group on Telegram. The group you come to first when you purchase the course. So when you come to that SIV group, now you're allowed to chat me up privately. Once you chat me up privately, and I know that you buy I will ask you to give me the evidence of your purchase. If it is from Seller, then the next thing I will do is that I'm going to forward the course link to you so that you get all the videos. Okay. I don't know if you get the point. So the PDF is like a bait. So please go ahead and explain to them. Anybody who buys it and get the PDF, that is not the course, but you are going to get to me on Telegram, and from there, I'm going to send you the link to the proper course. And somebody did that today. I'm not sure the person is here tonight, and the person has a woman too. She's been able to get the whole material, so that's not a problem. Go ahead and explain that, to your prospect. Yeah.
They are video tutorials, right?
They are video tutorials, practical, demonstrated videos.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So can we get another question? Any other person?
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your name
Good
and
evening,
where you're
sir.
joining from? Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Walter. I'm calling from Warri.
Okay, you're welcome, Walter.
Yeah. Thank you. One of my questions I want to ask is this: like the technicality of this car tracking, is it the same for all cars? And secondly, the cost of equipment, or let me say materials to use to get it done, is it very, very cheap to acquire? That's just my question, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Walter, for your question. Let me start with the first one. You say, is it for hawkers? I don't know what you mean by hawkers. Are you talking about roadside people?
No, when I mean the technicality, what I'm trying to say is that we have different kind of cars, different type of vehicles. Is it the way you're going to install for example, Benz? Is the same way you're going to install for Corolla? That's just what I'm asking.
Okay. All right. Now, there is something fundamental about the tracker installation. Fundamental simply means there is one particular thing you do to a car when you go for installation, and that particular thing applies to all manner of vehicles. Okay, but that notwithstanding, you also have some elements of distinction when it comes to individual vehicles. Okay, and these things will actually been explained elaborately on the course. But let me just give you one example. You have Japanese cars, for instance, example being Honda, Toyota, Mazda, and what have you. Now, Japanese cars are not made of the same structure, technically and otherwise, with, let's say, American cars like Chrysler, cars like Ford, or Chevrolet, as the case may be. Okay. Now, what it will take you to install a tracker in a Toyota, be it Corolla or Camry, the process you have to undergo, the position of the cables you need to do the work you want to do will not be the same thing with what you have with Japanese car like a Toyota and American cars. Not at all. The same thing applicable to German cars. So they have their differences. Now, let me give you an example. A Japanese car like Toyota, for instance, most Toyota cars, they have their fuel tanks by the left-hand side of the car, where you have the driver's seat. Whereas most American cars, like Chrysler or Ford, they have their fuel tank at the right-hand side of the car. And this is also the same thing with European car, like the French car, like Peugeot, as the case may be. Such cars have their fuel tank at the right-hand side of the car. You can observe what I'm saying. I'm just trying to use that as an example to let you know that, number one, fundamentally, there is something that serves as a similarity in the installation of tracker in all vehicles, irrespective of where they come from or where they're being manufactured. But despite that, you have some level of distinction in terms of what to look for. If you are going to install in a Corolla, this is where your attention should be. If you are going to install for an American car like Ford, this is where attention should be, depending on the different things you require to identify in order for you to carry out a successful installation. Okay, and those are the things that the course teaches you. These are the things that you get to know by getting the skill in the course. All these things have been explained, and not only that, the course is not just about the things you have in the course. After undergoing the course, you'll be added to a mentorship group. If, as a matter of fact, there are people here today who have started practicing the skill, who learn more from the mentorship group, and today what they have learned has actually helped to sharpen their skill in this car tracker installation business. Do you understand? So you have the privilege of being in the mentorship group, where I don't only take your issues, we also have some capable hands, people who have been installing, who are also always ready to assist you with any challenge, should you have any challenge while carrying out any kind of installation. I don't know if you have answered that question, Mr. Water.
Yes, you've done.
Okay, so what is the second question again? Okay, the cost of the tools. Yeah. Now, let me answer this in one word or in one sentence. The tools required to carry out this skill, despite the fact that the prices of things are going up on daily basis, will not cost you more than 10,000. The maximum it will cost you to get the tools is 10,000. That's the maximum. So the minimum can be 5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the truth about that.
Thank you. Wow, that's nice. That's nice.
All right. Thank you. So can we take our last question, please, before we call it a day? Any other question? Hello. All right. So since there is no other question, once again, let me thank everybody for being here tonight. I must say that I'm very, very happy. I'm very glad.
I have a question. I have a question, please. Final question.
Okay. Just one. Just ask one question. Yeah.
Yes. Will there be subsequent live sessions like this?
Of course, I cannot guarantee that. I'm surprised that a lot of people who've been asking for this live session are not here today. The good thing is that I took my time to record this session. It's actually being recorded. You understand? So after now, I believe I'm going to forward it to those who need it. So my schedules are very, very tight. If I tell you what it took me to organize this class, tonight, you're not believe me. You understand? So of course, there's an opportunity that there will be such session again, but I can't promise you when it's going to be. All right, I can't promise you, but maybe let's see how it goes. There might still be one, but I can't promise you when. All right.
Okay. Even if you have up to like more than 10, 20 persons.
Like I said, I wouldn't be able to promise you that.
Right.
We can work towards it, but I won't be able to promise you that at this point in time. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for making our time to be here tonight. I am so happy to have you people here. I'm so glad. It's been a very wonderful experience so far. I'm so glad, and I know that for you to be here tonight, God has a special package for you, and I believe very soon that package will be delivered to you. So thank you so much once again, guys, for being here. Do have a lovely night's rest. Thank you so much, and remember blessed. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Everyone. Have a nice
Thank
sleep.
you, sir.
God bless you. Good night, sir.